Good morning. Welcome back. It is a great day. Make sure you're starting your day with some gratitude. Happy to be alive. Happy to be on the charts. It's going to be a great day. Got to make sure you start your day off with two positive things. Gratitude. And it's going to be a good day. Positive affirmation. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Don't have, you have PPI 830, Empire State Manufacturing 830. But, kind of see what happens. Bam, Filipina trader in the house. Good morning. How you doing today? Feeling good. Tell you, I'm feeling real good today, and I'm ready to kick some butt. We have some pretty decent setups going on out there today. A couple things I'm looking at. And we'll start with the Dixie. All right. So if you take a look, a little look-see daisies here. We're in this consolidation right now. Notably, though, what I'm looking at is if you take a look at these lows, right, printing some divergence on price action here as we broke through Friday's low. Going even down to the lower time frames, the hourly stands out because we, again, are printing divergence, but we also broke through this low with a nice strong bearish candle, and we're now going back above. So it might take another hour to play out, but we might have late plays today. But overall, I think we have some really good plays. I think the dollar has a nice rally back towards 107 today, which you know what that means. It's going to cause some movements in oil, gold, the market, etc. So looking for the Dixie to do something like this. Right? And so it might take a little longer to play out. Maybe won't get plays till 8:30, 9 o'clock. So it might be hanging out here with me for a while, just chilling and watching market action. But who knows? We'll see. So Dixie, that's what I'm looking at for the Dixie. Before things start moving and grooving, even though I don't think they'll be playing out until around 8:39. Oil is going to be one of the plays of the day for me. Here's what I'm looking at. Take a look at the 2 hour. We're sitting in this area here. Let me adjust this line. We're sitting in this big area of contention. And what we're doing now is this candle broke through these lows, bullish engulfing back above. So nice liquidity grab. Came down to retest this liquidity zone in here, even broke below, and then big engulfing back above. And so what we'd expect from this is we'd expect a something like this for oil. Break and retest, and then a rally towards 90. And what, if we have a strong oil, then we'll probably have a strong gold today as well. So definitely keep an eye on this this liquidity grab right here. It might be one of those days where we're kind of decoupled a little bit, right? Typically you see a dollar strong, and you're going to see a weak oil, weak gold. And then you have those days that are a little decoupled and dollar strong, oil's going up with it. It's kind of just doing its thing. So it just seems like the market's setting up in that way. We'll see if it is that way or not. It could just be one of those things where, yes, oil grabbed its liquidity, but it's going to end up going down anyway. So I'm not going to be wed to a bias here because oil shorts could be fantastic as well. If oil does end up closing back below 85 even, then I think we have a really strong push down towards 82.75. If you look at, I talked about this yesterday. If you look at 82.75, right? And I talked about on my video, pay attention to how price reacts at certain price points, or I guess how the market reacts at certain price points. And typically when we confirm a push below this 85.50 zone right here, right? Price action heads right down to 82.75. Similar to over here, if you drag this over, price action heads right down to 82.75, right? Right here, bring this over, price action heads right down to 82.75. So something to keep in mind with where we're sitting is if we get a close back below, let's say 85 area, these lows, then my bullish bias is no longer valid in my opinion. And then I think we get a nice strong melt down to 82.75, which, so we have strong moves one way or the other, I believe, today. It's just going to be, which way does price want to take us? And so watch this 85 level for oil and watch this 85.80 level. Once price closes out of one of those levels is the direction we're most likely going to end up going pretty strong for the day. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll let that set up. Taking a look at the market today, I'm going to look at the Dow. Dow is setting up pretty interesting, I'd say. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if we get the strong dollar that I'm looking for today, maybe we get that weak US30. And here's why I like that idea so much. US30, 34,000 had this nice, really nice double top, bearish engulfing right here. And that also printed some price divergence. Take a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour double top as well, had a nice bearish engulfing, rejecting this area very strongly. So prices are rejecting 80 or 34,000 very strong. And the buyers are now struggling to get it back up. So I'd expect price to respect the 50% mark of this rejection candle to then start rolling over and retracing some of Thursday's move. So it seems like we're getting a little bit of overbought here. Price is diverting a little bit with the strength in the moves. And you can see that we're struggling right at this 50% mark of this drop. And the 50% area of this consolidation is an area to watch. Whoops, can't draw a straight line. Right where it's at. So I like the ideas of Dow shorts today. So I'm going to be looking to accumulate some shorts as we remain below this double top. One thing to keep an eye on, though, is these higher lows that, because devil's advocate here, we are maintaining these nice higher lows. So if price may end up just accumulating more in this zone here, and then it will go, one way or the other, right? So price is likely to do something like this. So it just depends, where we think we want to go with the market here and where the dollar's going to go. And if you look at price action here, I think today is going to be a very interesting day as far as it's going to determine, however we close, which way we want to go. Because we could be consolidating up here, holding this breakout for a continuation, or we're throwing these rejection wicks to then head back down and, have another leg down. So it's a tough one right now where we're at. And so I'm going to be looking to depending on what the dollar is doing, you got to kind of play relationships with that. Accumulate shorts if we start pushing back up to creating a triple top for a push back down. And then I'll watch this trend line here to see if we respect it or maybe we'll break it. The metals. Gold. Gold. It did break out of yesterday's candle's high here. Had a nice rally, but now we're pulling back and getting a sell-off from there. 4-hour did close above this breakout, and we're now sitting there retesting it with the current 4-hour candle. So we did leave a pretty decent rejection wick though, and I'm looking down on the smaller time frames, looking at the hourly chart here. Very strong 4-hour break above, and we're now holding this break. So this could be an area to watch for gold. Do we hold 1774, and then we eventually have a nice secondary continuation, a second leg up, or do we close back below and we head back down for like another higher low retest potentially? Back down towards like 1762. Not a huge fan of this price action, this range in here, because it's not very, there's really no directional strength to it. It's kind of just grinding in one direction. So going to look to play off of this level here that we're sitting on top of, the 1774, 1775, to see if we close below and then head lower, or if we maintain strength, push above 1777, and then continue higher for a second leg. So it's really, I think we have some time today for it to set up. Like I said, I don't think we have many plays popping until volume at around 820. The problem is now that all the headlines and news events are over as far as Fed, CPI, yada yada, we're kind of heading into the holidays. It's going to start getting a little slower here, as you can see. And now we're kind of just blowing off some of that steam that we've had the last, couple weeks here. So going to require some more patience. Pound yen. Pound yen is maintaining these nice lower highs and higher lows here. However, what we're looking at now is we're still in this temporary bearish structure. Broke through this low, and now we're retesting that low with these higher lows. And so there's one of two things that's going to happen. We're going to break above 166 and then go on an active bullish sequence here. Or we're going to respect these highs as we're squeezing into it, and we break this low here, and we then continue lower. So one of two things are happening there. Seems like it's just consolidating here, really no clean play. So I'm not interested in it unless we break below 164,500, or we break above 165, or we'll say 166. So in this range here, I'm not interested. It's just a scalping range, very choppy and nasty. Really no direction to it. So I'm going to have to wait for pound yen to get out of this range here for a directional bias to then catch a move off of it. So I'm going to wait for the hourly to close. Because right now everything seems to be consolidating. Let's take a look. Let's take a look to see if there were any headlines that came out. Oh, here comes the pissing match. Trump says McConnell blew the midterms. Well, someone blew him. You know. Nothing really out there. Oh, jeez. Well, Taz, good morning, my friend. Guten Morgen. A lot of watching and waiting today. JT, what's going on, my guy? That new intro is sick. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? That's the intro I use. It's like my staple intro. David, what's going on, buddy? What's going on, guys? If I want to execute off the 15-minute time frame, what time frame is best for framing the trade, such as levels, 1 hour, 4 hour? It depends. I mean, so did you watch my trade of the day video yesterday I posted on YouTube? Because I actually executed on the 15-minute. You can see how I kind of broke it down, because I don't really use a specific time frame saying, hey, if I'm executing on the 15 minutes, it's got to be the 1 hour. I kind of just use all time frames, you know. So like, I'll take a look at the 4 hour, and what I'll do, yeah, go watch that video because it might answer some of your questions. What I do is like, all right, I'm on the 4 hour here, right? And I'm going to execute on the 15 minute. Let's take a look at the levels. All right. So this level here, you know, very important level on the 4 hour. This level right here, important level, right? So, you know, then we hop down the 1 hour and we then adjust the levels from there. So we got the 1 hour, this level's valid. The 1 hour on this one, we're going to probably adjust this a little bit to like right here, right? And then, you know, maybe drop a level right here. And then we hop down to like the 15 minute. And then, you know, we then also look at like, you know, what's the market structure? You know, market structure is we have a low here. The low is broken. We have a previous lower high right here. And so I'd expect some type of Fibonacci retracement to create another valid lower high and then to continue down. And so if I'm looking at levels here and I want to trade off like the 15 minute, then I'd also say, okay, so this, you know, this whole area here is a valid 1 hour rejection area. And so is, you know, this area we're sitting at. So, all right, if I'm looking for longs, because I think we have a continuation higher to create a lower high, you know, if I notice that this whole area here, it broke the low and had a bearish engulfing, or I'm sorry, bullish engulfing. Big rejection in this area. Have some nice price diversions here, right? And so I think we have a continuation higher, but how am I going to play this on the 15 minute? I'll look at these highs here. I'll look for us to, you know, go, retest the hourly structure, pull back, and then continue higher. And so I'm looking for a 15-minute entry off of like this retest here, knowing where my you know, this is a 4 hour level right here. So knowing that, you know, where we're at within the market, within the move, you know, so I don't really use a specific time frame for levels. I kind of just go down, you know, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, and I execute. But you'll watch that video. Basically, I used to use 1 hour and 5 minute. I don't know, the 12 candles an hour allowed me properly see the structure like at 1 hour, 1 hour level, the 5 minute range there, and create a base and break it. When the time frames are too close, I can't really see the structure. Then I'd say, then, all right, so I mean, if I had to pick one, it just, I mean, because it depends, right? Like, is the 1 hour too noisy? Like, all right, so if you're a scalper, I don't know how quick you're trading. If you're looking for a quick move, you know, if you're only looking for like a move from like, you know, here to like, you know, I don't know how far you're looking. The problem is I don't know your strategy, but it just depends, right? I mean, the 1 hour, I guess, if you're trying to scalp, if you're looking for a longer move and more of a trend move like I do, then the 4 hour. The problem is I can't really give you, say, use the 1 4 hour. You can't really neglect time frames. The more you neglect different time frames, the less in sync you are with the entire move. I mean, I'm a big believer on like time frame correlation and going through all the time frames, because one might be more noisy, so you hop up to the other time frame. You got to start understanding how to flow with structure and what each time frame is telling you. Because the 2 hours telling me we broke through the lows here, had a nice bullish engulfing, so we grabbed liquidity, we're going to run, right? But if you look at the noise here, hop to the 4 hour. 4 hour hasn't confirmed that yet. 4 hours printing some rejection wicks. 4 hours still closed below this area, and we're now retesting it, potentially rolling over to sell. So 2 hours telling me one thing, 4 hours telling me the other. What am I going to listen to? The 4 hour, because it's a higher time frame, it's more valid, and it hasn't confirmed that structure yet. So that's why I can't really tell you to use the 1 hour or the 4 hour, because it tells me different things. And so you could use all time frames to your advantage and understand then where you are in the move. So I know that this is the liquidity grab below. So if we start closing below this zone here, then this is a rejection. And this is the pivot point to the upside, right? So, if we close above and retest, then I'll look for longs. So it's just tough. I mean, it's kind of not really a answer question, or not really a question I can give you an answer to that I know you're looking for. Taz, nice quick short off GJ pre-London. Nice. Nice. I'm going to assume you shorted right here. Caught this move down. It's a nice trade. Waiting for pound yen. It's approaching this descending trend line here. So I'd like to see shorts off that level. Unless we break above and retest, then longs are in play. If you're trading 4 to 5 hour moves, I mean, I don't know how you don't use the 1 and 4 hour. Because like the 1 hour will tell you, so the 4 hour will tell you where current momentum is. Right? It'll tell you, how much potential you have left in the move. Where important 4 hour zones are. Like if you're only looking for one more 4 hour candlestick, then maybe we have enough momentum to get to 167 here, to where this previous liquidity grab was, or this previous rejection zone was. Right? And so then I know where my 4 hour target is, and then down on the 1 hour, I can look at more detail. So I know that 4 1 hour candles equal a 4 hour candle. Right? So I have maybe an hourly candle that does this, an hourly candle that does this. So I enter on the second hour, an hourly candle, and an hourly candle. So it's just, if you're looking for longer term moves, because I look for bigger moves as well, previous day lows, previous day high, stuff like that. Yeah, then I mean, we must trade very similar, because I look for almost the same thing, and it's a lot cleaner for me when I look at the 4 and 1 hour. But if you have to look at one or the other, I'd probably say the 1 hour, because it shows more detail. Yeah, still a lot of setting up right now, a lot of accumulation still going on. So waiting for probably an 8:30 move when PPI comes out. Let's take a look at PPI. See the last moves that it's created. So October 12th was a lot higher than expected. So October 12th. Let's see the move the gold had on October 12th. Gold at 8:30 on October 12th. Didn't move. Oil October 12th. Nice strong move in oil. Let's take a look at the market on October 12th. It had a nice like reaction, but really no directional bias to it. So you probably have a nice reaction towards the news, but I don't think it gives you a directional bias, at least based off of the way it's reacted previously. But there's no really news events. I mean, there's retail sales tomorrow, I believe. Probably have more of an impact. Pound CPIs overnight, Canada CPIs tomorrow morning. Later today, guys, keep an eye out on YouTube. I'm going to be posting just a quick 5 to 8 minute video, just something short on my morning routine. I think it'd be fun to do something different, mix it up a little bit. You know, what my entire routine is from when I wake up to really when I trade. Quick fun video. I'm going to post that later this evening. And again, later this evening, probably around the same time, around 6 p.m. Eastern, will be another trade of the day, which Mike will, I believe Mike will be filming that one, assuming he has the best trade of the day. So, yeah, so we have 2 videos coming out today. Trade of the day later today. And again, later today is going to be my morning routine. Fun, fun, fun. $15 minutes about to close, but really nothing new here. Just waiting for it to set up still some more, and we're also waiting for some more volume to come into the market. 8 o'clock, 8:20, 8:30. New York Open, COMEX Open, PPI. So hopefully we start getting some volume back in the market soon. I'm gonna pull back to levels. I don't really believe I wouldn't say I don't believe in breakouts. Breakouts are a lot harder to trade because of the liquidity grabs and the where where you put your stop loss. So like for example, if you take a look at my watch the trade of the day yesterday, it's going to tell you a lot of how I trade. There was these nice, let me hop up real quick on oil. I was watching these descending highs here, and what I was looking for was a retest, and I had that bearish engulfing, so I shorted here, stop above the highs, and I look for a push down. So instead of looking for a potential breakout, or I guess breakdown of this move here, I caught it on the pullback to look for the move I was looking for, and I had a better R multiple, I had a better stop loss, and it was a cleaner move, and I was looking for the move. So I don't really like to do breakouts or breakdowns or whatever. I like to anticipate, observe the trends, know where the trend and where the market's flowing, and try to catch in this case, a lower high. And then I look for a move, or in a case where in gold, I'll look for, we're looking for this bullish trend here. I'll look for a retest of this trend line, confirmation, and then a continuation higher, right? So I like to catch lower highs or higher lows of the trend. My descending trend line on GJ goes from November 9th Asian high to today's Asian session high. It's breaking on my end already. That's the thing I'm looking at. All right, good idea. Let me take a look. November 9th. Yeah. So I see what you're looking at. But look at the bigger picture. If you zoom out some more, the bigger picture is from October 30th to November 7th to November 9th. And now we're coming up to potentially retest that trend line again, and that trend line intersects with this pivot point here. So yeah, if you're looking for an intraday scalp as a counter trend trade, then I think that's, a good idea. But you'd only have so much alpha and so much pips to catch. Versus if I look for shorts here, I'm looking for, a continuation down towards 300 pips. So it's just two different ways to look at it. David, I find breakouts are quicker plays based on momentum continuation on the 15, looking for flags and retest, whereas pullbacks are more longer term positions building level plays. Yeah, if you're looking for 20 pips, it just depends on your trading strategy. Breaks. Yeah, I know people who do breakout trades and do great, but in the long run, the more sustainable method is going to be flowing with price action, catching the the lower highs or higher lows. You'll avoid liquidity grabs. And I don't really necessarily look for break and retests to go. I do, but it just depends on the setup. Yeah, breakouts have a much lower success rate, especially nowadays where you have all the liquidity grabs and fake outs. You're not going to catch as much alpha. You're not going to catch as much of the move if you're looking for breakout trades. It's better to flow with the market and understanding where you are within the market to catch the bigger moves. Now, if that's not your style and you're not patient and you don't want to catch the bigger moves, then do what works for you. But if you have the patience and you're looking for, the bigger moves, then play with the trends. Look at these lower highs here. I'm going to look for this retest to short and for these lows to break down to 162. And so I'm going to look for this 350 pip trade instead of waiting for the breakout, you know, and catching a 200 pip trade, you know? And my stop loss makes a lot more sense where I'm at, where I'm selling here. Stop loss is a break of structure. If you're selling here, your stop loss is randomly just in this zone here. Unless you have a stop above structure here, you know? So it makes a lot more sense. Just trading breakouts is harder to sustain in trading and harder to be successful. You were trading oil yesterday and didn't give us your entry in Discord, and here I thought you were just so busy working on new content the website. Dude, did you not see the trade of the day video? I'm working on new content. I'm working on it. Look, man, if you had watched my morning video, or I guess not the morning video, but the live stream yesterday, I told you exactly how to trade oil. Don't come at me. Been liking breakout backtest trades, much cleaner risk reward cut area, 100%. Yeah, looking for that retest has a way higher success rate, a way better risk to reward. And you're just flooding with the market structure. Makes more sense. Like if you're looking for this breakdown here of these lower highs, you know, the way that this works is you'll come back down to the beginning of this trend here, right? And so that'll end up being, let's say you take a short here, your stop loss, randomly placed like, 40 pips higher, 50 pips higher, and then you're looking for a move back down to these lows here. So you got a 2-to-1 versus if I short up here, instead of a 2-to-1, I'm looking at a 5-to-1. So, and the stop loss makes sense. It's above market structure. I caught last half of morning as usual, and I didn't see your new video till this morning. I'll watch after this. Unbelievable, Born Alarm. And here I thought you liked us. Took apart the kitchen sink yesterday. What are you, Bob the Builder? Went to do the dishes and it was leaking. I was going to come back to stocks and that was the rest of my night. Yeah. That happens. You gotta do one thing, you get involved in a task, and it just takes over and consumes your day. What is your trade frequency? I take about, I think I average about 2 trades a day. Less is more in trading. I'm handy, saves a lot of money on those high service calls. Yeah, but but it's the convenience fee and not, not having to do it yourself. I can it's time value, right? I can work on my car. I'm very good at cars, but my time value, it'll take me all day when I could be getting stuff done. Come on now. Yeah, but Mike takes like 30 days, sometimes just 1 hour. Oh, Mikey. All based on your trading style. Some people like to scout. Some people like to swing trade. Some people like to intraday trade. For me, less is more. If I start taking a bunch of trades, I'm looking for bigger moves. It makes no sense. Depends on what asset class you're trading. I didn't think much about the FTX thing until recently. Them being Democrat donors and yeah, isn't that crazy? It's like everyone, they're all interlinked. Like you have that the owner of FTX was the son of someone, who was the donor of some. It was just, yeah, it's all, dude. It's all a scam, dude. It's all corrupt. It takes me just as long to get someone out here waiting for them clear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but you can do stuff while you get someone out. Good morning, Nick in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing this morning? Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling grateful. Feeling blessed. It's a good morning. Just waiting for some plays to happen. 8 o'clock in 3 minutes. Took apart and replaced the hole inside of a toilet. Man, look at you. Yeah, I had a mentor say nobody has ever gotten better trading more. The key is trading smaller time frames at higher time frame areas of business. Yeah, 100%. I'm right there with you, dude. And it makes sense. Less is more. You look for those stronger moves, better moves at higher time frame areas. That's what I do. That's exactly what I do. I find the higher time frame area, scale down the lower time frame, get an entry, and look for the higher time frame move. It's also different. Like, Bornholm, if you're trading, if you're day trading the equities, or if you're day trading the stocks, or whatever you're trading, like, you can't really look for. That's like intraday scalping. In the Forex market, it's almost more like a swing market where in, pound yen or gold or oil, the market's open 24/7. You're flowing with the market and looking for those longer moves. When the stocks close overnight, or, it's just news events come out where you can't hold in the market. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot easier to trade less. Yeah, I'll just say it's one thing to hassle him and break his legs when he's here to fuck around and defend himself. And I'm right there with you. But yeah, no, it really is though. It's different per market. It's a lot easier to do what I'm saying in the Forex market or commodities market than it is in the stock market. But go in Discord, Bornholm, and harass him. I challenge you to harass him in Discord. Like we were harassing Mao yesterday. It all starts from the streams this morning. Mao got harassed yesterday from the stream. It's fun. Oh, man. Let's see. Pound yen coming up to the area of interest here. this 166 quarter point. So now we're going to see if this is an area that it wants to respect, price wants to respect, and we continue on our bearish structure, or if this is where we rally from here. So it's going to be an area that we're coming up to. Is going to be a very important zone to keep an eye on how price reacts around it. What's the dollar doing? Dollar still hanging out lows here. $8 o'clock, hourly closed. Let's take a look at the market fresh now with hourly closes. Nice hourly bullish engulfing on the Dow. So it looks like we might get a little bit of a push here towards this triple top. The Dixie, yeah, looking weak. I was hoping for it to close back above 106.235 to rally back higher, but it seems like it's just weak and we couldn't get enough pushing it, and now we're just rejecting this breakdown. So Dixie looks like it wants to roll over more. So you probably have a pop in the markets. Gold might be an interesting area to buy here if we think that we get pushed higher based off of a weak dollar. But look, gold's sitting here right on top of the shelf. So it could really have a nice squeeze out of here, at least back towards highs. Looking for around 80 pips to the highs here. But I'm going to wait. I mean, we are printing a lot of exhaustion on the downside here of this retest. Hourly has no bottom wick, so I'm going to wait for the hourly to wick down. And if it starts creeping up higher and we start breaking through this trend here, then I'll look for a continuation towards these highs. We are holding VWAP. Point of control for the day is sitting right around... Oh, it's sitting pretty low. Yeah, I think it might be a dead consolidation week for the metals as well. I was looking at the time, the higher time frames, even the hour, and it's just very low on volume. It's just on a slow grind in one direction. So it kind of just seems like it's not going to really have much momentum or direction to it this week. So I was thinking the same thing. Pound yen at this resistance area here. Sitting right at point of control for the month, really. Well, the month point of control. Where's November? Yeah, sitting right above the point of control for the month. Like I said, this area here is a really strong inflection point for it. Oil still holding this 85 even level. Beautiful little bull flag on the daily. Oh, that's awkward. Just fucking Oh yeah, look at that. So we expect a weak pound yen and a bullish Nasdaq. I actually really like this. Look at this. It had a nice trend down, just broke it on some strong momentum here, and now it seems like we're flagging here to like head higher. That is really interesting. I like that. Kind of goes in line with my pound yen idea where I wanted to see shorts here. And with a potentially weak dollar, you could see that strong Nasdaq. So that's an interesting idea. Really. Who the hell needs this? Yeah, that makes sense. Sentiment check. Bullish. This area that the pound yen is trying to retest again. Big rejection on the weekly, so I'd expect pound yen to continue bearish. Gold getting a little bit of bid here. Really strong on the 15 minute, so I would not be buying this breakout because we have 3 minutes left in the 15 minute, and there's been a rejection here before. So I'd wait for the 15 minute to close above, and then potentially look for like a retest, and then like a wick down to retest and then run. But I'd want to see the 15 minute close above first. Too many rejection wicks in this area here. Inverted head and shoulders on oil. Yeah, buddy. All right. Right. Yeah, I like the oil longs here. As long as we remain above this 85 level, I like the longs. This is a nice liquidity grab and retest of 84. I think oil can come up and retest this move here. Break, retest, rally. That'd be nice. Oh, wait. TradingView drops all their prices of $1 on Black Friday. Are you serious? That's good to know. I appreciate the help. That's sick. Yeah, this is why I said to wait for this break, or confirm break, running into some issues here. Walmart pick up on earnings. Damn. Destroyed. 3% upside on the revenue, 13% upside on earnings. Wow. Good for Walmart. It's 1 year as long as you don't stop the monthly payments within the year. So is it $1 a month? That's pretty sick. Wow, that is great. Well, Walmart filled its gap. All right, let's take a look. 15-minute closed on gold. Decent close above these bodies here. If I could see a lower wick retest this breakout when we start breaking this high here, then it'd be a considerable long. Oh, God. If I'm going to have even more indicators on my... I don't know, if I pay for it. Yeah, dude. This guy won't even be able to read price action anymore. TradingView doesn't have a competitor in the free space, and for paid ones, it's beating a lot of them too. Yeah, dude. TradingView is I mean, I've been trading for like 7 years, and I haven't found anybody that comes close to them. TradingView is just so good, and it's so user friendly. They really got it like down. Pound yen rejecting this 166. Oh man, it's pretty slow out there today. Dixie still finding some support here. Might have the chance that I was looking for a continuation to fill this overnight move. Very stingy about the developer API access. Huh, interesting. Well, I guess if you're a coder, then maybe they're not the best, but I don't know how to code. They pulled GitHub invite. Damn. Well, go create a public site or something. I'll tell you what, you can have something on Vant trading. You can code some Vant trading. Meta may not get a real pullback before it fills its earnings gap. Wow, look at Meta go. Probably not. Probably not. It looks like it's going to fill it. Wow, good for them. It's teasing investors. Can't speak this morning. Netflix. Man, they're all going for their gap fill. Walmart gap filled. Netflix going for it. Meta going for it. Impressive. Dollars trying to find some strength here. Yeah, gold. Yeah, that's why you wait for the confirmed move here, because again, too much rejection up here. Still stuck in this consolidation, waiting for COMEX open in, it's now, right? Or 1 minute. 1 minute. Maybe COMEX open will give us that breakout. How do you feel about trading news? I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I started last month. Love the degeneracy. Have to use buy stop sometimes because it's so fast. Sometimes if it is too long. Yeah, no, dude. That's like... I made 30,000 on the last news event. Shit, what was it? Now I'm blanking. CPI, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was CPI. Unless it was the Fed. Regardless, yeah, it was CPI. Last week. I love it is degeneracy, but it's so much fun. Bornlam might be the better one to answer your question, David. It was CPI. I'm keeping track. Keeping better track of your trades, dude. Oh, you're right. I gotta keep better track. I'm such a loser. COMEX open, uneventful. Alrighty. JT, I just messaged you. Sorry, I was in the middle of something. Any stock questions, guys? You're better off hopping in our Discord and asking Mike, because he's a lot more familiar with the stock market and Thinkorswim and all that stuff. I mean, chart questions, basic questions, I can help you out with, but more detailed questions like that, David and JT, hop in the Discord and ask Mike. Yeah, Comex open, uneventful. Oh, yeah, for sure. His neg is steady, stable up. Wait, is it actually still moving up? Oh, my goodness. Let's go, neg. Come on, buddy. Oh, my God. That's so funny. When were we talking about neg? When was that? Hang on. I got to see when we were talking about it. It was yesterday. Okay, was it? Yeah, I was like, okay, it was yesterday, wasn't it? I was like, did we actually call this thing out down here? That's it's awkward. It hasn't gone anywhere. Damn it, neg. Oh man. Gold. Yeah, just stuck in this range, not trading it. Oil breaking through my support level. Excuse me. Oil's breaking through my support level here. So it's probably not going to trade oil until 9 o'clock. Or maybe in 5 minutes. I don't know. We'll see how it reacts to this support level. If we close back below after having this rejection of 85.32, we might see some further downward movement in oil. What's the dollar doing? The dollar, yeah. So the dollar's trying to pick up some strength here, and if we can reclaim this level and break above, the dollar should fill its move from overnight, which will put some weakness on oil and gold as well. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Seems like we might get... Yeah, the inverted head and shoulders is broken, so it seems like we might get some further weakness. Honestly, I think we see 82.74 at this point. If oil stays and closed below 85, then oil stays 82.74 today. Watch it. I'm telling you right now on the stream. If this oil closes below 85, it's going down to 82.74. Don't tell me, Bornlum, I didn't tell you. Yeah, I mean, longer term, I still think we see higher prices. 100 seems reasonable. But today, we might see lower prices. But yeah, long term, I'm with you. Our Fibonacci's on the monthly reaching like this 61.8% retracement. Nice bullish candle. So now we're trying to confirm this support this month and then rally towards 100 next month. So maybe in December we hit 100. I'm getting the first part of my sleeve done today. So my new name is going to be the Tatted Trader. PPI comes out in 2 minutes. So keep an eye on markets to see if it breaks us out of our range here. Yeah, I don't care. If I get medals, I get medals. I have no idea. Not too worried about it. It is what it is. I mean, I already have a couple tattoos, so I'm alive still. No, I don't use color. I do like gray. Yeah, I do gray. One minute until PPI. 15 seconds. Let me pull up my tweet deck. Three, two, one. Market's popping.
Yeah, real quick, I'm busy. What do you want?
Wow. It's pop. PPI comes in worse than expected, or lower than expected.
Foreign bitch. Wow. It's hot. I mean, cool.
Yeah, it came in lower than expected. Seeing the market pop here. Wow, look at gold. Inflation has topped. All in, baby. That's right. Wow. Gold's rallying here. Dixie dropping hard. ES, yeah, inflation's top, buddy. Here we go, back to all-time highs. Dixie just melting here. Oil and gold doing their thing. But yeah. Yep, no trades for me today. Just no good setups at all. Maybe oil later. I don't really like to trade late though. I mean, I will. Oil's been setting up later lately. I'll consider oil longs if we can hold this 85 and break above 85, like 40 area. Then I'll consider like longs to fill yesterday's move. But if this hourly closes below 85, then I'm looking for shorts down to 82.74. So keep an eye on this hourly close. But that's it for me. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to end it there. No trades for me today. And it just seems like PPI's causing some volatility here. So, but that's it.
All right, there we go.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. It's been fun.
Yes.
And yeah. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in Discord. Peace.